To me, this is the one most disruptive piece of legal in the next year is intake. Not the chatbots, but voice.
But we have some really big plans of what we're going to do to iterate with that.
Actual AI who speaks to you.
It empathizes with you.
It goes through the whole thing. I'm so excited about this.
I can get rid of 3 people in my office. Can you send me this?
Welcome to this episode of Bourbon of Proof, where we interview those who have been both successful at law and life. And today we're honored to have from Nashville, Micki Love.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
And we're also very not excited to have Mauro Fiore Jr. on of the law offices of Fiore Legal, blah, 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 blah.
It's Fiore Legal Incorporated.
I'll get it right one of these times.
We get it right one of these times. Fiore Legal.
He's got his gin and juice shirt
and
on.
I'm happy to be here.
Micki's originally, not only she's one of the most forward-thinking legal consultants in the space, she's also from Kentucky.
I am. So being on Bourbon of Proof, this is like amazing to me.
So when you told me some of the whiskeys that you like, one being Angel's Envy, which I love.
Yes.
Angel's Envy Rye is like my top 5. People say, you don't like whiskey? I said, well, try this.
I might have a picture of us at the Angel's Envy distillery in Kentucky when we were there.
We actually have it. We're pouring it. We poured the bottle. I still have it in my house. So I'm going to give you one that hopefully you've never had before, but if you did, you're going to have to drink it again. This is a Midwinter's Night Dram. We start with the pour every time. This is from High West. So they take their double rye and they age this in a port barrel and, or maybe something, I don't know. But this is, every year they do a different act. This is Act 11, so the 11th year that they did it.
Nice.
It's their act, and then scene is the barrel that they pulled.
Now, I've been to this distillery with you in Utah. I'm not sure. I remember it was me and you.
They did not have this.
Me and you
Gary.
And Stuart Frankel. I don't know who else was with us.
Gary Dorick was there.
And Gary. I remember I was there with you and Stuart Frankel and Gary. We went to this distillery, and it was great.
You can't find this. They don't. People from Utah don't let you take alcohol out of Utah. So cheers.
Cheers. It's good.
That is good.
It's not real high proof. What is it, 50?
Still 50% alcohol.
It's good.
That's good.
So we're here today in Santa Barbara and for a tech summit, for Even Up Summit. So
I came here to meet up with Prince William. I hope I didn't. I don't know.
well, you're more of a Meghan guy.
No, I'm not a big Meghan fan. She sucked on Suits, so I'm not a big fan.
Are you kidding me? You didn't even watch.
I'm a big Prince William fan.
First of all, how do you like this one?
It's really good. I enjoy this a lot.
Yeah, so it's a Utah one. So I want to give you stuff that's not from Kentucky.
I appreciate that. I get to broaden my horizons a little here.
Yeah. So can you give the viewers and listeners a little bit understanding of how you're helping the legal industry now? Because you're doing a lot of innovative stuff that I've watched some other shows that you've been on.
So I'm very data driven. So I believe that we can grow and prosper law firms by helping their clients get more money, which then in turn helps the law firms get more money. And so I try to take all the data that we can from all the cases that are coming into the firm and see how we can analyze those, find some really good KPIs, key performance indicators.
Thank you for defining that.
KPI, key performance indicator.
Key performance indicators that we can actually utilize to kind of transform the firm and thereby transform the customer experience that the clients have, so that hopefully that leads to more referrals, which then leads to more cases, which then grows the profitability of the firms. So there's a lot out there. Intake is one of my favorite pieces.
This is what I want to get into you with, because to me, this is the one most disruptive piece of legal in the next year is intake.
And with all the AI tools that are out there, oh my gosh, it's going to be a completely different scene for intake next year than it is right now. And I'm excited to be in that to figure out how it's going to go and where it's going to end up at.
So are you using, or have you vetted the AI intake? Voice indicate, not the chatbots, but voice.
We have not utilized it yet, but we have some really big plans of what we're going to do to iterate with that over the next couple of weeks and months. And
so
I'm
you're
super
saying
excited.
not chat, but like where they actually, you're talking, hey, I was in an accident. Oh, really? Tell me more. So an actual AI who speaks to you.
It empathizes with you.
It goes through the whole thing. I'm so excited about this.
It also can help qualify
I can get rid of 3 people in my office. Can you send me this?
The other thing that I think this is going to be great for is after the case is signed up, being able to do great client communication skills with clients, right? Because you're going to be able to pull out of the clients all of their injuries and use AI to really lead that conversation, whereas our current case managers, legal assistants, paralegals, they're so involved in the paperwork and the day-to-day stuff they have to go through that sometimes another call from the same client they've talked to 3 times this month just becomes routine and they forget to
How
ask
often
the
do you hear
hard
that?
questions.
When we get to talk to the clients and like, I've already told you guys this.
Yes.
It's a common pain point.
Yeah, in my office, it's rare that I get roped into this kind of stuff, but I'll get sometimes clients that are angry, whatever, will somehow figure out my email. They'll send me an email.
It's not that hard. It's your Mauro at your domain.
Yeah, okay. So they'll figure out my email and send me an email. Oh, Mr. Fiore, I need to speak to you. I haven't heard from your team in weeks. And I'll look up the client, and they've talked to this fucking client like 10 times in the last 7 days. Mm-hmm. And it's like, why is this person saying they haven't spoke to anyone when we have documented conversations, 7 conversations in the last 2 weeks? So then I'll call them up and I'll say, Mr. Jones, I see that you've spoken to this person and this person and this person, but yet you think that you sent me the email saying you haven't spoken to anyone. So what is it that I can help you with? And they go into their story and clients just want to be heard.
Yes.
They don't really care that you have any solution for them, but they just want you to hear them out.
Absolutely. They love to talk to us. And we don't have that kind of time sometimes to talk to them as often as they want. And I think AI is going to help us in that area so much, and I'm super excited about it. And I believe that AI is going to be able to listen to those calls, populate our CRMs, which is then going to populate our KPIs, which is then going to let us increase the value of those cases and turn those files over quicker, which will just give us a better rate of return on every case that we work. It's just going to be an exciting year to see what happens and transforms.
And I assume the ethics side of this is you have to let them know that it's artificial intelligence. And that
you have to let the clients know?
You have to, I believe. Like we're trying to, we build
that doesn't
ours.
Make any sense.
But it's actually, it's a rule. Like you can't do it without disclosing it. I don't know if it's a gray area or a hard line, but like we're trying to be, like how do you flip that narrative where somebody that calls like, I don't want to talk to a non-human being. How do you flip that?
Yeah. We're looking forward to using it as a selling point.
Yes.
At the very beginning of the case. So we like to do a lot of client update videos is what we call them currently, where the partners are talking to whomever the client is, giving them some ideas as to how their case is going to go. And we're going to use this as a selling tool in the very beginning to let the clients know, like, we have an innovative way to make sure we know about all of your medical treatment. You're going to hear from our chatbot. We probably will come up with a better word per firm. It's going to be, kind of customized to each firm, what we will call it. And then we're going to let them know what that looks like. We'll do a little sample of that in the video for them so they get a feel for what it is and use it as a real selling point. And then that'll allow our regular teammates to be able to have great conversations with them about all the stuff that chatbot draws
because everything the
out of
chatbot, or even if it's AI voice, it's all going directly to the CRM. Everything's saved.
Correct. And just think about all the things that get missed when your team does talk to your clients currently, right? Someone's complaining of headaches or blurred vision. We can train that chatbot to understand the symptoms of TBI injuries. And now all of a sudden we've got an indicator for a TBI case that we can then get diagnosed, which then we can pop a policy limit as quick as we can and just keep running those cases and make the clients happy quicker.
I think we will see a lawsuit pre-lit resolve using all artificial intelligence from the time they call the office until time of resolution within 12 months.
Yeah,
Agree or disagree?
Ooh.
Is that ethical?
As long as the lawyer signs off on and fact checks it, it is. But I think from intake all the way through, I believe it can be done. Do you agree or disagree? 12 months. Give it 12 months.
I agree that it can be done, but I hate to see the industry go that way just because my heart and soul is still in it from a customer service standpoint. But I do believe that it is possible with the technology that is emerging, and it's coming out so fast right now. Just to iterate and keep up is a whole full-time job.
Mauro, if you had a chatbot and it was like a vanity chatbot, you can name it or white label it. What is your chatbot called?
Ooh.
What, like
the Mauro bot.
Alexa and Siri and all this? I'd call it Chip.
Chip. Like Chip?
Like Chip.
The correct answer was Alice, because your wife is sitting here watching.
Lord.
Now you are
She doesn't
literally
want to be named in anything. My wife prefers to remain anonymous. That way she has less shame.
I think the only one who feels shame here is you, Mauro. We also we have a special treat for you, because across the way here, Mauro actually found an ice cream store that has a little Garrison Brothers flavor from Texas. Megan, can you hand us some of this ice? You're about halfway. You're almost done with this pour, right?
Come on, shotgun that.
Okay.
No pause. So
Kind of girl from Kentucky are you? Not even drinking.
Or you can do it in there.
yeah, just do it in there.
I just stick my snot right in there.
Yeah, so we pulled from McConnell's over here. This is their ice cream, and their pecans are what, Mauro? You said it was a Garrison Brothers, the whiskey infused
Oh my
pecans.
gosh,
Whiskey infused pecans.
it's delicious.
McConnell's is that homemade ice cream place. They're good.
Right here in Santa Barbara. Oh my God, that's good.
Wow.
Because this is like more of a dessert whiskey, in my opinion, even though it's 50%, which transitions very nicely into our Texas whiskey that we brought for you.
Okay.
Mauro, can you hand me this bottle here? Get your snout out of that ice cream. So this is one that's called Goodnight. This is since we're having dessert, we're almost at Goodnight. This is a Charles Goodnight label, and this is a Texas bourbon. It's 57% alcohol, so a little hotter than this. But as you know, Texas whiskey does taste differently.
Yep.
At least it should, in theory.
Yes.
Oh, Mauro, you're really enjoying that over there. You crushed the shell. He's awake. We have to do ice cream on the show now halfway through, because Mauro's he's alive.
That's
I love ice cream, man.
It's good.
You know, his son has a donut show. He's 6
My
years
son
old.
has a
What?
donut review Instagram. Max the donut dude.
Okay, I'm gonna have to follow. I'll have a good donut.
All right. Cheers. What's your cheers, by the way? What do you say when you do cheers?
Cheers.
Just cheers?
Ooh.
Completely different.
Wow. Yeah.
This is tech.
I like Texas whiskey. I don't know why. It just
Ooh, it's strong. What's the proof on this? This is high.
57,
So this is 115 proof.
about that.
Have you ever tasted the Matthew McConaughey whiskey, the one he puts out?
I didn't know that he had whiskey. I know he doesn't wear deodorant.
I don't wear deodorant either. Have you ever noticed?
No, I have not. You must be.
I use what they call essential oils.
Oh, God.
I'm into organic. I'm very health conscious. I don't like aluminum. The deodorants have aluminum in them. It's very bad for you. I'm gonna send you some essential oils deodorant that I use. I sent one to Nick Dagger, our friend.
Is that why he's crazy?
He was crazy before I sent him the organic deodorant. I'm gonna send you one too. You're gonna like it.
So, Micki, what do you think? We have a lot of lawyers and law firm owners that watch the show. What are the biggest mistakes that they make?
Oh.
Oh, wow. Can we do top 5?
If we just back it up into intake is often overlooked, but then the client's symptoms are often overlooked, which leads to lower settlement values than what most of the cases are actually worth. I think that, fortunately, a lot of the lawyers you guys talk to are really great trial lawyers. And
Did
they
this
do a
guy
lot
just
of
steal
great
my ice cream,
things.
by the way? If you guys are watching, this is criminal.
We're not gonna eat it.
He was afraid it was going to melt. and
All right,
so-
fair. This guy's like a honey bear.
But yeah, I feel like intake is often overlooked. I think that the client's symptoms are overlooked, which leads to, mass working cases without really paying attention to the value of those. And I think that, they don't pay attention to those little details that are happening. And I feel like in the next year, they're not going to have to, because AI is going to take care of that for us, which I'm super excited about. I think it's going to benefit both sides. The clients are going to win. The law firms are going to win.
And on the other side of the delta, insurance companies should be able to resolve things faster by justification to pay those claims.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, they're going to be using the same technologies we are. They watch us, we watch them. We're both going down a very similar path, so they're going to be trying to use the same tools we're using to win to try and defeat us. But that's where we come out on top because the lawyers are so great that we get a chance to work.
You know, it's interesting that you say this. Last week, was it last week, Bob? I can't remember. The days are running together, but we were in Orlando. Was it last week?
Yep.
Maybe the week before. We were in Orlando for a conference. Orlando, Florida. It's nice weather.
Yeah, that Orlando, sure. Yeah. He's just delaying because he's like
I was
had a
at the
few drinks.
pool. And Ray, we're here at the Even Up conference in where are we at?
Santa Barbara.
I thought I would say San Bernardino. Santa Barbara. So Ray from Even Up was in Orlando. I called him up. Ray, what are you doing? Oh, I'm in my room. Come out to the pool. I'm in the hot tub. Have a drink with me.
I mean, I cannot believe you were in the hot tub during the conference.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
These guys sent a picture of where they were. I'm like, I'm in meetings, and Mauro's like, oh, I'm in the hot tub, and he sent a picture from way across this pool. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm in.
these
yeah.
are different types
That's
of
where the
meetings.
good conversations happen. There was outside
So
of
I
that.
said, Ray, come
We
out to the
met
hot
in a
tub.
hot tub in Vegas. It's a true story.
So I met Bob in a hot tub. So the hot tubs are kind of.
You guys are taking me down some weird
So
questions.
I'm in the hot
I'm not
tub
sure.
I'm in the hot tub in Orlando. Tell Ray, come out to the hot tub. He comes out to the hot tub. He's dressed like Ray in a black turtleneck up to here, black pants, black everything. Ray wears only black.
Only black.
I'm like, dude, do you have some fucking swimming trunks? The fuck are you doing out here in a turtleneck? I'm in my trunks having a pina colada. So me and him start talking, and he says that an insurance company reached out to him that they want to use his technology and his data against plaintiffs.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray
100%.
told them, listen, as much money as I know I can make if I flipped sides and I also licensed what we know, my data to the insurance companies, that's just not what I'm interested in doing. Ray said he doesn't care how much money they offer him. He told him it's not for sale to the defense side.
Good.
But a lot of people will flip for
They
the money.
absolutely will for the money.
So that's a problem.
It's a big problem. We just had one of our clients last week got a $2.4 million verdict on a bad faith claim because the insurance company kept offering zero despite everything that was presented in front of them. And the day we filed suit, they offered $100,000, and we told them to go kick rocks. And a few months later, we have $2.4 million. These insurance companies will do everything they can to use our data against us to stop from doing and paying what they should rightfully pay. Even if they had AI, they would have tried to use the AI technology to figure out how not to pay that.
And a lot of that's driven off of, are these law firms willing to go the distance? They used to just look up your tax ID number to try to see that metric. Now they're using a lot of other ways.
Yes.
What can they find out on your tax ID? How much money you make?
For instance, an insurance company, name one, they can see how much money they've sent your firm on claims. I mean, this guy's crushing this waffle thing. I say,
Someone brings me ice cream and a waffle cone, I'm going to eat the shit. But you had one bite.
because we're doing a show. I mean,
I can eat and do the show. I've proven that many times.
Well, you've disproven it so far. No, but they can look up your tax ID to see how much money they've sent your firm, just figure out, are you a real law firm? Are you really going to go the distance? Do you try cases or not?
And we do the same thing on our side, right? We're looking to say, does this insurance adjuster typically offer us just enough, but never policy limits when it's a policy
you can get that
limits case,
granular
and
in your
just-
data, though?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
At my
track it
office, my pre-lit supervisor attorney at my office, her name's Taylor, she keeps that kind of data on adjusters. Because I can talk to her about cases and she'll tell me, this adjuster's offered me this, this, and this on the last 8 cases. So she does her own data. It's pretty amazing when she tells me.
But you're talking about universal data.
She's got the
Yeah.
data.
I mean, this is universal, though.
We use it all. It's good stuff, and it's really worth making sure that you have access to be able to see some of that stuff, because there's some sneaky adjusters out there. And they're doing their job. They're doing what their insurance company has told them to do, but it doesn't make it right
So,
for our clients.
who are most of your clients? I mean, I know they're personal injury firms, but is there a geographic area? Is there an area that seems to be more right for what you do?
Personal injury firms across the country is what we do. So, between Chad and myself, we probably work with 100 to 150 different personal injury firms every single year. We have several that we work with on an ongoing basis, but yeah, any personal injury firm who's excited about iterating and growing, that's where we like to get involved.
Did I miss
because we
that? Did
both
she
like
ever name
this.
it? What's the name of your company?
So the ad agency that I run is CJ Advertising. Chad Dudley and myself run a consulting company called Xcelerator Consulting. And so we do consulting for law firms through that.
Yeah, and you did the Xcelerator Consulting. You had a big one in Las Vegas last fall.
We did. We did double your profitability last year. So.
Yeah, and a lot of law firms just don't know what they don't know, but most lawyers we know that start their own shop don't realize that they need, and I didn't when I started mine.
Sure.
You need to have almost like a C-suite or somebody within there to be able to do these things.
You can't really afford it when you're just starting out. Some of the firms can't anyway. And so they often put that on the back burner. And they think, well, I need to get cases first and figure this out. But you really need that coach first, right? Like, let's get that coach in there on the ground with you from the day one so that you can work smarter, not harder, toward making those bigger dollars. We're not the type of consultants that would say, hey, let's make sure that we live inside of their firm forever. We're like, let's give you the tools to be successful and then be your resource if you need us later. Because, quite frankly, if we do our job right, you don't need us forever. You may want to be friends with us forever, which is what we would hope. And then you can reach out to us as you learn new things, or if we learn new things, you'll be on our mailing list and hear from us. But we want to give the law firms just the tools to be successful. And really, you have the tools and you have the data. We just take that, look at it from a different set of eyes and give you like, hey, this version for your firm should do this in terms of growth over the next few years. Here's what you can expect. Here's what your marketing budget should look like. Here's what your people should look like. And that people budget is the most intriguing piece right now because it's changing, right? With offshore help and AI help, that number's going to come down.
Like, that's one thing that I've been very curious about is, I was thinking if I had to start my law firm over again, what would it look like? And how much would be offshore VAs as onshore different departments? And there's a balance thing with it, but that's something your company will be able to do is take a deep dive and say, this is where you could probably fit these holes. This is probably where you need like a middle manager to oversee XYZ.
Yeah. The offshore team needs to be supervised just as if they were onshore or stateside, I guess we should say. So if they were stateside, we would have somebody managing them. So you would just have an offshore manager. But everything short of client communication, I'm willing to push offshore.
Wow.
And the lawyers. We need those guys. We need you guys. So, but the rest of it, like, we can systematize this and it can go to be iterated offshore.
And when you say offshore, what countries do you go to for this kind of stuff?
All of them.
This might be my favorite episode because I'm learning a lot more than...
I like to go around the globe. Yeah. So I'm working with time zones to make sure that wherever the firm is, that we are figuring out what their time zones are. If we're closed down at 5 o'clock here, I want to make sure that there's somebody working over there so that they can keep following up on intakes and doing some of the back end office work that we don't have to be awake to help them do.
I was
and vice versa.
I was in Phoenix a couple of weeks ago. Now a month or so. I went to an event that was put on by KRLG.
Yeah, Austin Kurtz and Brian Riley.
Austin Kurtz, Brian Riley, good friends of mine. Brian took me out to play golf when I was out in Scottsdale. And he said, oh, hey, I got to go to Cartagena tomorrow because I have virtual assistants in Colombia. Mm-hmm. And I said, and your wife is okay with that? You go to Colombia? Oh, I go to Colombia all the time. I said, can she talk to my wife? Tell her about the Colombian assistance you got? Because I said at my house, if the word Colombia came out of my mouth, I'd get a bottle over my head. Just if I mentioned the country. But he apparently has like 20 employees in Colombia. He's got to go down there all the time. So they have a very good relationship, him and the wife.
Yeah.
At my house, that wouldn't go over too big. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, we have several clients who have big setups in Colombia with several team members, and they make regular trips down there.
Colombia, huh?
They treat them just like they were.
God bless them.
I think she's listening from the corner over there, so I keep saying it. But Mexico, Argentina, it just on and on. We like to, wherever we can find the talent at. So we spend a lot of time sourcing the talent, and then we have the
You said something interesting, though. You prefer the lawyers and the people that are more like doing more of the empathetic work of like listening to the stories to be here or close to the folks. Why?
Yeah. It's not so much about the ability to do it better. I think it's still a lot of acceptance from the American clientele that we may represent, not being so willing to accept that offshore person calling them and sometimes you can tell
I'm very
depending on
accepting of the Colombians.
accent.
He's going back to the Colombian. But how do they know that they're
accept
offshore? Like a lot of folks don't know.
I think they pick it up on accent or just, if we do our job vetting those individuals correctly, they're not going to pick it up as much, but it will still be a little bit noticeable. So I do think this is where the voice bots are going to be super impactful, right? Because if we start to get our clientele kind of weaned off of speaking to me every day when they call in, and they can start to speak to...
Or they can still talk to you.
Yes.
But not really you.
Not me. Yes, we can really start to pull that down. I mean, it's going to be like they're talking to you guys when they call your firm, right? Like, and that's really what we need them to feel like they're
getting. Tell her
getting.
about your idea for your Bob.
By AI Bob Bot, which
Bob's
hopefully by the
gonna
time this airs, it's going to happen. So.
Bob's going to do a, what do they call it, a hologram?
It's already done. So
Bob's going to do a hologram of himself.
the hologram's done. It's hologram AI. I'm putting in my AI chatbot, which is loaded up on my LLM, and they're combining.
I love that.
So that I would like to do a show with Mauro where I could just wheel in my hologram
And let it do it.
be wherever I want to be.
So it'd be me
That would be
and
amazing.
Bob's hologram to do a show.
I want to watch that one. I think that's going to be amazing.
But better yet, to go to conferences and just like,
Then you'll be able to have all the ice cream.
oh God.
Then I can eat the hologram.
He'd be like that show. You ever watch Wall-E, the cartoon? At the end, like a lot of the humans are just sitting in like these recliner wheelchairs and like moving around in space and just observing society on their little iPads and stuff like that. And maybe that's it. Maybe you are just sitting on your iPad, wheel it around, being fed, and just parroting your hologram, Mauro, anywhere.
Sounds awesome.
With a waffle cone in his mouth. Just
I ate my bowl's empty. You guys are laggards.
Slacking. We're slacking for sure.
Man. What % of cases settle before litigation in PI? It's a high number, right?
85 to 90%.
But that's a big solve from intake. But do you see the AI intake being a big thing too?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I mean, that the intake, the chat bot can start to, or the voice bot can think for the agent and prompt them for more questions and identify good cases right from the very beginning. You know, they can escalate those death cases, the commercial 18-wheeler cases right off the bat. Like, there's so much fun stuff to do inside
Or
of there.
dequalify the ones that are not in your wheelhouse and be able to.
Refer them out. Put them in the referral funnel. Like,
Exactly.
we still like that mailbox money.
I'm not I don't think I believe in it enough to have an AI screening cases saying, this guy's kid got run over by a UPS truck. And, I think they need to talk to a real person.
On our way to Orlando, he took a duffel bag full of his mail to go through, hard mail. So this is what we're dealing with over here.
But what if it escalated it to you right away and it said, oh, I recognize
Exactly.
this as death, 18-wheeler. This is my escalation process.
He says when he reads the mail, he's looking to see who the defendant is, what their name is, where they live, all these things.
There's software for that.
Exactly. Well, he has it in his firm. Like he goes directly. He just likes the feel of it. But imagine having
like to
that.
do it myself.
Imagine having the bat phone where it's like, Mauro, you need to get on the phone with this one because this hit 5 key criteria, and they want to talk to Mauro Fiore. See, this is. I mean, I kind of agree with you on this.
So then I'm available.
See?
No matter where in the world you are,
They can track
even
you
if
down.
you are in Colombia.
Even if I was in Cartagena with my assistants, I just want 5 or 6. I don't need like a whole building full. Just 5 or 6 would be fine.
We know a friend of ours that was a judge, now he's a private mediator. He negotiated his own kidnapping. Was it in Colombia?
No, he did. Yes. We won't mention his name.
He makes it public because he is like a
But
famous story.
he went to I think it was the Mexican Bar Association. They did a conference in Cartagena, and this judge went, and let's just say the judge was hanging out in a neighborhood where he shouldn't have been. And next thing you know, I guess he told somebody there that he was a judge in L.A. They kidnapped him, and he was kidnapped for like 8-9 days. They were held for ransom. So then finally, after like 7 or 8 days, the governor of California, the governor is the boss of the judges in California. The governor fucking called Obama up and he said, listen.
No, of Cartagena, not California.
No, the governor of California called Obama and he said, we need help. We have a judge who's kidnapped.
Who was the judge of it? It wasn't, I mean, the governor, it wasn't Newsom, it was before.
No, it was before. It was Judge Brown,
Brown.
Governor Brown. called up Obama and said, "We got a judge. We need your help." So then, within like an hour, Obama had the fucking Navy SEALs down there, and the Navy SEAls went in and got him out. You know, of course they're going to get him out. The Navy SEAls aren't fucking around with some fucking Colombian kidnappers. They fucking killed all of them and brought the judge out. You know?
I mean, I've never heard this version.
I heard it from the judge himself, you know?
Well,
the
version
Navy SEAls came in, they blew the goddamn roof off the building. You know what I mean? You're not fucking around when you call the president and you say, we got a sitting, not a retired judge, a real fucking judge kidnapped by some fucking Colombian warlords. Oof. You think that the Navy SEAls are going to fuck with these guys?
If you were kidnapped in Colombia and they made a call back home, your wife would have said,
hung up the goddamn phone. She said, keep the son of a bitch. He ain't worth $1.
She'd say, call his assistants.
You're calling the wrong number. You want how much? I wouldn't pay a fucking 50 cents.
For law firms, go back to it's hard with him to go back on track. This is why we do this show, because it's so fun to talk about these things. Law firms now, because I'm so interested in the VA, offshore help.
VA is virtual assistant. You have to define these terms, Bob. People are not savvy
Sorry.
So VA is virtual assistant, meaning an offshore assistant.
It could be anywhere. VA could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be offshore. But using them to do the mundane task of doing intake and then letting you do high-level stuff. My worry always is, because I see people use it to do case management or to do the things you talked about. What you should not do is to get the client story and be the point of contact for those things. Yep. What are your recommendations?
I love case setup. You know, when that case first comes in, your case management team, they spend about 2 hours really getting that case integrated into your systems, all the fields you need to fill out into your CRM, your case management program. And then medical records ordering, summarizing, demand prep.
A little taste of this one.
Thank you. All of those back end things. That medical summary piece is so important in a case for the lawyers to have available for them to do a real assessment of what they've got to work with. And often our case management team is not getting around to summarizing those records quick enough. So the fact that your offshore team could order the medical records, receive those medical records, follow up on those medical records. By the way, that's the longest gap inside of a law firm when you break down the KPIs from...
We have medical record departments at our firm, and it's crazy, but I've found solutions recently.
I have 10 people that work in medical records at my office.
I've seen some recently where you can pull it in 10 minutes. You have to do it.
I love those.
I know.
They're a little...
Yeah, there's a way.
Yep.
I think by the time this show airs, this will be commonplace, I hope. Because it's a big cost and time thing for law firm owners.
Medical records are half the battle. I mean, I have lots of high-paid people in the United States just ordering medical records.
Just think
and I mean a lot of people, not just one or two.
What if you took, and I love your team, I don't know them, and I'm not saying he should do this, so this is just for all of our viewers.
We know they're not in Colombia.
They're not in Colombia, I'll tell you that much.
What if we took 5 people in Colombia, which cost about the same as one of those high-paid team members, generated all those requests while you guys are asleep at nighttime. The next morning when they come in, they've all been requested, and now your team gets to call and follow up, and we can get that time on desk during that period from day the record is ordered till in the door to under 3 days.
And
how
all of that,
fast does
summarize with
back in your
intelligence.
CRM, and you're ready to review it. It's right there. It highlights anything specific that could increase the value of your case.
You no longer need duffel bags full of mail.
I always have one. You know, Bob, I wish...
We went to Spain for a month, and I was shocked when he literally had a suitcase full of it. And I saw him in Orlando last week, and he still had a...
Is that I have, this morning, as I was packing, Santa Barbara's only 2 hours from LA. For people who aren't from here, it's not that far. From my house, it took me about 2 hours. From your house, probably 3 hours.
2.5.
Because Bob's a little further out. My house, about 2 hours. I loaded my mail into the car, and I didn't bring it with me. I wish I would have brought it with me. I'd bring it, show it to you. But my mail's in the trunk of my car in the valet, and I'm going to get it later to go through my mail. I brought it. It's here.
Is that your comfort blanket? Is
yes.
that like your Snuggie?
I love my mail.
That sounds like a HIPAA violation.
Yeah, that is possible violation of HIPAA. But I don't let anyone read.
If anybody's watching, listen, we have a data breach situation for the Fury legal team. I did watch him go to the hotel in Orlando to ask him to shred his mail in a backpack. I don't know what they were thinking. They're probably like, why is this guy asking to shred his mail?
Yeah, I mean, I deal with the mail on a more personal level.
It sounds like it. I commend
we
you.
could talk forever. We're at the end of the episode here, but God, this has been. I've learned so much during this episode.
Thank you guys for having me. This bourbon has been amazing.
But I gotta
too.
ask you
The
something.
thing
Lots
is
of new
this:
bourbon,
is
so-
that
He's still going. This
what
guy.
what she does, a lot of firms can benefit from it, but a lot of them, like if I didn't have the people that I've put in place in my office, who are
They're supposed to be doing these things.
into these things. Like I have a COO at my office.
Yeah.
But this is like the
she,
COO.
She
trainer.
always is implementing new stuff.
I love
If
that.
it was up to me, shit, I'd still be looking at the mail just like I look at it. I mean, it's different. You have to be able to evolve. I've evolved enough because I've hired people that help me evolve. Not because I want to evolve. I don't want to do shit. I don't want to do nothing different. But people that work for me have evolved.
Which is awesome because
But a lot of firms aren't evolving. They're not changing with the times.
the firms that don't iterate in the next 3 to 6 months are going to be left behind. I come from the law firm background, 32 years of running and managing law firms. And I'm telling you, I worked for some of the best. And if they don't pick up some of these things and iterate, they're going to get left behind by the younger generation of law firm, and not even younger, just the more willing to iterate into these areas. They're going to blow past them, which is just going to be incredible for those firms. So everybody out there listening, iterate. That's how you got to stay alive
I'm here
these
at the
days.
Even Up conference because I'm an Even Up customer. I'm a attorney share customer. I'm a justice headquarters customer. I mean, we do it all in my office. Not because of me, but because of people I've hired to implement these things. Because
Which is
you
awesome.
have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to be
If it
amenable
was up
to
to
change.
me, shit, I
a
wouldn't do
little bit.
anything.
But I mean, you do. I mean, so Chad Dudley. The first time I knew of Chad is
Yeah.
he was on a podcast I listened to, and he was on 2 different episodes. I was like, man, this guy speaks a lot of different. Because I didn't grow up in the direct to consumer business. I'm more B2B, people referring cases. So it was a different metric. So now I had to understand these things, and I listened to some of your stuff. So how do people reach you? Because I feel it's a wealth of knowledge, right?
Sure.
How do they get into your ecosystem?
Oh gosh, my email address is mlove@cjadvertising.com. Just email me. My cell phone number is on our website. I can talk law firm operations and marketing with anybody all day, every day.
Bob, did you know
enjoy
that
it.
one of my old nicknames was M Love?
Oh God.
My first name was Mauro, but that was when I was younger. That's when I was younger. They used to call me. I had a certain group they used to call me M Love, but it was a long time ago.
But you travel a lot though, right? I mean, for
Do I love getting boots on the ground with these law firms? There's nothing like seeing that inner workings to be able to.
and I'm excited to like be at this conference because we go to a lot of conferences. And there's thousands of people and you're dragging different directions. This one here in Santa Barbara is going to feel a little bit different. I feel like it.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. It's their first event. Glad to be here to support Ray. He's brilliant. I love what he's built.
Yeah.
And to be able to be here and learn from him while still giving
The
back.
one thing I always tell Bob and I tell everyone about Ray is that fucking guy is the hardest worker I've ever seen. This guy will be out at a conference. He'll be the last guy on the floor talking to a potential new client himself. When the guy's got 500 employees, he'll do it himself.
Yep.
Not delegating it. He's not too big for anything. Ray will do it himself. He'll talk to a new client and give him he'll raise him.
And it's like
guy works like a dog. He deserves anything that comes.
we
his
travel a
way.
lot, and like Ray would be on the first. He'll be sitting C section Southwest to get wherever he needs to
Yeah,
go.
he doesn't give a shit.
I mean, this is just who he is. But that's because that's where he grew up to change the industry, and I think it's a commonality by at least 2 of us. I don't know what
He
Mauro's.
still has mail in a duffel bag.
You mail a duffel bag.
I have my mail in the car. I'm going to go get it later. And I want you to take a video of me later. Send
I will.
the crew of me going through my
I
mail.
want to see your valet of your car come up and see that mail in the car.
Yeah, I'm going to get it out of the back. I'm going to say, I need to get something out of the car. He's going to come up and get my mail, Redwell, out of the trunk.
A Redwell.
Redwell.
I have a Redwell
Oh
full
my
of mail.
God.
I have a Redwell full of mail.
A lot of people watching and listening to the show don't know what a Redwell is. Go look it up. It's from the 19
it up.
probably
He just
50s.
gave us a way back there.
Yeah, well, I've been doing this a while. Since the 90s, you know?
Micki,
Me
thanks for
too.
coming on the show. This was a Garrison Brothers
Thank
Pecan,
you,
by the way,
guys.
which is one of my
You
favorite Texas
fuckers didn't
whiskeys.
even eat the ice cream. Look at my bowl.
Because we're doing a show, dude. We'd like
I
to
can
taste.
eat and also engage.
This guy with the birdie juice on.
Nonsense. You guys wasted. That's like $15 worth of ice cream you guys shit away.
I mean, we'll still eat it.
Yeah.
I'm also lactose intolerant. I told you this.
You'll be fine.
Don't eat it.
So at the end of the show, we ask, what is your bourbon of proof? I know you're an Angel's Envy gal.
Yes.
You could pick your
Why
favorite.
didn't you bring an Angel Envy for?
Because that's her palette. I wanted to pick different stuff. What do you see back
All
there?
kinds of things back here.
Oh,
We
you can
didn't
pick
even
any-
try that
You could pick if you want to pick.
Midden-
No,
Hill.
these are great. I love was that Midwest?
High
one?
West.
Midwinter's Night Dram. It's
Midwinter's
awesome.
Night. That's really good.
I have a 64% Justice Team whiskey back there that you could try.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
64%?
You had 2 on the last show.
No wonder I'm talking nonsense.
Now he should do his mail.
I was wondering why I was talking nonsense.
No, you're always talking nonsense.
Well, thank you guys for having me. This has been incredible. I'm excited. Maybe a year from now, we will sit here and tell him all about intake.
Oh my
with,
God. He'll be
Voice
replaced
Box.
by probably a hologram of
The
himself.
hologram might even be opening your mail by then.
That would be awesome.
I wish a hologram
Hopefully
was
by
traveling
then
with
Steve
me.
Mayer buys my firm and I ride off into the sunset. And I ride into
He wasn't too like
We all
not
have
upfront about it.
dreams.
He was like, Steve, I'll take me right now.
Yeah,
Check
when Steve
Okay.
Mayer was on the show earlier, I said, Steve, I'm up for an offer. Because, Steve Mayer buys law firms all
the
over the
time.
country. I said,
Yeah.
I'll even throw the building in. I'll throw my building. I told him it's 8,000 square feet. You'll love it.
Thank you for watching the episode of Bourbon of Proof. This is obviously the last one of the day of 6 episodes. Now, you did a good job, Mauro. You did a good
Yeah,
job.
I'm good. I didn't fall asleep.
It was the ice cream. He's powered by
Yeah.
A
helado.
little sugar came through.